Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that he chose to join me today as I talk to Kim about what happened last episode. We almost died. Yeah, and a lot of people did die as well. Titus is dead. Yes, he pulls on a cigarette intently. I thought you only smoked one a day. Because he lit a cigarette. And he says, "This is the one." And the Major is in a private hospital across the river. Krenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get him anymore. Or get to him anymore. The good news is, he's not coming here either. I did some damage. The Major here is the one that was gonna kill him. How many casualties on the Union side total? 5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus. The fat one, he took a lot of bullets. There's a pause. And Titus. Angus is the fat one, isn't he? And that's, all. He nods. It's a total shit show, Kim. Yes, officer, he says calmly. 6 people are dead. It's not a success. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. He rubs his swolled chin. The worst scenario has not materialized yet. And, he smiles. We're still alive, both of us. He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies, says our rhetoric. Yeah. How bad am I hurt? Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your lung and heart. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. He points to your leg. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. A bacterial infection was treated with the... Oh yeah, we can see the days over there. A bacterial infection was treated with mercurochrome. Can I walk? We will see. Are you hurt? Not very. He rubs his chin. I have a concussion from the Major beating me with the butt of his gun. I try not to move too much. Things would be much worse if you didn't warn me. There's a pause. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me. Has anyone from my station been to see me? No. A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage, says our esprit de corps. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to the shithole, he says. Good. I don't need them. I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they have sent officers to join you on the site. Odd. You haven't seen any, have you? There's a pause. I'm sure they're worried about you. So if not my station, then who treated me? I did. I didn't know you could do that. It's a part of a detective's tasks chain. You can do it too. Actually, you can, says our ranger facing. You can even remove a fractured bullet, it seems. Yeah, I did that, didn't I? Okay. I didn't thank him for that, but I'm gonna get up. With a shot in the thigh? Easy now. Lieutenant turns double again. I don't know what that means. Turns double. That was the first line in this dialogue. I don't know what that means. Before your eyes, an orange hue of pain. How are you? These are both self-pitying. Dang it. I mean, I guess this is different. But the problem is, this one over here is self-pitying in a way that asks him for Like this is the attention craving option, sort of like who cares about me, it doesn't matter, is self-pitying for sure. But if you say it to somebody, then you're asking them implicitly to tell you that you matter, I care, that's what it is. But if you're really self-pitying, you don't think of yourself as worthy of anybody saying that to you, which means also you believe this is implicitly true. But while you do believe that it is implicitly true, you also don't say it to anybody because you believe yourself not to be worthy of anybody saying that you matter. So you don't say that. So the truly self-pitying option is this one. Unfortunately, I don't think this is the self-pitying option. This is the lucid, sort of like self-aware option, which is not self-pitying. Self-pitying is inherently emotional and inherently not self-aware, because otherwise it wouldn't be self-pitying, in the sense that, if you, right, like, I suppose you could make, you can't be self-pitying if you're saying the truth. You need to, like, if you're telling the truth, you're just self-aware. You're not, it's not about pity. It's just the fact. And you can get into that sort of conversation whenever somebody accuses you of being self-pitying, and you just say, no, it's the truth. Which you can imagine how that would go if he said anything in reply to that fourth option, anything in the lines of, no, you matter. And we could get into an argument about that. But I'm just reading too much into these lines. I'm not sure the game actually does that. There is a certain... I honestly... It's so rare to find self-pity in fiction. It's certainly not in video games. Because it's the worst feeling. It's the worst thing. Like, I just put it out here. Like, think of how sad it is that not only do you think this is true, who cares about me, it doesn't matter, you think that is true as a person or as a character or whatever. So that's sad because, it's true. You think it is true, that nobody cares. It's sad. Nobody cares. But the real self-pity bit is the sad part. Is the real sad part is that you think this is true so much that you don't even put yourself in a situation that could change this, that could change your worldview. That's where the real self-pity comes in. So that's why it's hard to write self-pity, because it's necessary. First off, it's a bummer. First off, it's just a bummer. So you can only really mention it in grasps. And I have seen a couple of anime series that have characters that, funnily enough, they're both very similar characters. Not funnily enough, it's because one of these is inspired by the other. I don't remember the one in Grave of Fireflies though. The name of the one in Grave of Fireflies. Grave of Fireflies is just... I try not to remember that movie a lot, because, talk about bummers. But anyway, seriously, it's an amazing movie. But the other one is Shimon from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, and there's one line in the whole TV series, but it absolutely defines his character, because of that one line. It's actually multiple lines because it says it multiple times, but it's just absolutely groundbreaking for that character. Groundbreaking, it's just it's fundamental. But that's what I mean by sort of glimpses, not grasps. I said grasps, but glimpses of self-pity, and that's all you need. So I don't expect this game to go deep into that. I'm just gonna say the second one because it's sort of funny. So I'll go with that. And it is also self-pity. I'm very bad, Kim. Things are very bad. The lieutenant doesn't reply, just looks at you teetering on your feet. What did you say, Sunrise? Sunrise parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war? It's an old revolutionary saying. Is it war today? He looks out the window. He says, the gates of the arbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off for now. He unzips his bomber jacket. Barely, he says. Good. Yes. We have also completely failed, but that's okay. The room is clean. Mr. Garte cleaned it. It took him an entire day. How long have I been out? 2 days. In and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse and drink water. What happens now, Kim? I honestly don't know. Where where does this line come from? How would I be able to say something like that? Good, because I totally do. Seriously? Let's go with a 1. No, let's go with the second one. But I don't know either. We can't talk to Evracht. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left, too. Joyce is gone? Joyce, who might be the puta madre. Or, also, it could be the Wild Pines. It could be anybody, really. Joyce is gone. Yes, she left yesterday morning to meet the Board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Krenel from sending in a death squad. He looks out the window. Maybe it's her, maybe she kept her, and either way, Ruby's gone, and Clage too. We really should have arrested her, you know. Wait, you checked? She's really... Garte confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hanged man? I don't know. I think the dangerous theory you presented on Clage, or whatever her name is, was wrong. We have not found a motive or a weapon for her. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. His voice is calm, matter-of-factly. Yes, that is the case. I don't believe we know or have any reason to suspect anybody whatsoever. Or we have reason to suspect people, but just... yeah. This is because I'm a La Puta Madre's peon, isn't it? Don't be narcissistic. Wait, is that narcissistic? Sure, self-centered, I suppose. Half the cops in Ravachol West are his peons. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case. That does make some sense, is our logic. The fucking Maybells, Kim. The flowers. What? I'm gonna yank it out and show the dried flowers while it falls to pieces. This one, remember? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything. He's wrong, says our rhetoric. No, Kim. Every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case. Okay, he concedes, clearly not meaning it. Dang it. An antique bullet from a Belle Mangrave 44.6 millimeter. How hard can it be to find one? How hard can it be? It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. Or there's thousands lying around. Oh, the comma is in the wrong place. We found one, all completely unusable. This is precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullets useless. There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches. No, that's the wrong. Revolutionary era. We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Ravachol is full of them. But they seemed so dangerous, says our inland empire. I can't believe they're fucking useless. No need to be melodramatic, says Kim. You know what I think about solving crimes? He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead. Actually, I want to talk about this crime some more before I tell you about what I think about its hardness. It's just the go back line, and it's awesome. Kind of want to say that just to see what happens. I'm listening, he says. Yeah. Okay. Solving crimes is almost impossible. I can feel that. It can feel that way sometimes, yes, says Kim. He sounds surprisingly wary. You're not ready to give up, are you? No. There's a short pause. Are you ready to limp? Ouch? It's not ouch time yet. You just got a Dramamine pill on an hour ago. Wait until it wears off. I'm ready. Good. There's a pause. Where do you want to limp? Ballistics, says our visual calculus. In Clash's room. Do it properly. Don't you freaking dare tell me that you failed ballistics before, and now you want me to do it properly. Let's aimlessly wander until a clue presents itself. And this one is here because our visual calculus actually passed. We should check Mrs. That's Mrs. It's not actually. It should be capital M and a period after the or a dot anyway after the S. But anyway, it's Mrs. Katarzyna Alige's room upstairs. Why not? He extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot. Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better. And we have a lot of things in here, and I'm just feeling fine. The bed's a little nicer now. You could get a good night's sleep here. Can I not die to the ceiling fan now? The fan stands still. Newly replaced glass, shining in the morning light. You hear traffic outside, back in the world again. Did you notice something over there? It said la something. The Stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speaker. Look, the door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. You see gleaming white M&L. No bottles inside. That means also that Kim opened the door. Can I stop my expression? The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of yourself in the mirror. The expression fixed the clean-shaven face. Fixed to the clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. So that is a electrochemistry check that I can't bring up. Save the game before I open that door. Oh. The alarm is set for 6:50 a.m. Lowercase, please. Also, no periods, usually. These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases. I had Garte open the door to your room. He closes the notes. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. Well, thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer. I'm gonna point to myself. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky considering the odds we faced. There's a pause. Let's go. I'm sure neither of us feel solid enough to keep loitering in this room. Let's go. No, I wanna see things. Medical supplies on the cupboard. Mercurochrome, a scalpel. Oh, mercurochrome! And antibiotics as well. Is that an actual thing in English? I've never heard of that being said. Mostly probably because it's bad. Don't use it. If you don't know what mercurochrome is, then you are young, for one, because it gives you cancer. It's used as... Oh. Ouch. That leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay? Nope. Self-pitying also involves self-destructiveness. Let's see what we have over here. It looks like she's left something on the table. Okay. But yeah, mercurochrome is used like betadine, or betadine is a brand name. I don't know what it is, but it's used for the same thing. Well, actually, because it can be used differently because it has some properties, some drying properties that betadine doesn't have. But I don't know what you would say betadine for. What else? Like, what is it? What is it? Betadine is just a brand, right? But what is the thing that I'm talking about? I don't know. We just say betadine in Portuguese. Actually, we say betadine because that's how you pronounce it in Portuguese, and we don't know better. But mercurochrome is the brand name, or it's not a brand name, it's just the actual thing. And I remember using that as well as... iode... What is the other one that I used as a kid? Actually, mercurochrome might not be cancer, but it is not used anymore. Or is it? I mean, it's got mercury in it, so I'm pretty sure it's a bad thing. But maybe it doesn't have... I don't know what... Because it could be denatured mercury or something. I don't know. The point is, the other one, the iode tincture, is the one that causes cancer, not necessarily mercurochrome. It's red, mercurochrome. It came in little bottles of red. And I think it's for stopping the bleeding. I think that's what it's used for. Which means, obviously, that I, as a kid, used it a lot of times for things that weren't bleeding, because I don't know better. I just applied things that I have, like alcohol for rubbing alcohol for basically anything, because it burns, so it must be doing something good. I still use burning alcohol. No, don't use burning alcohol in your wounds. I still use rubbing alcohol in wounds because, well, I don't know better. I'm pretty sure it's not a good thing, but at least I don't use the other thing that was very common as a kid as well. O3? No, H3O. That's the one. Or is it H2O2? No, I believe it is H3. No, H2O2. Yes, we call it oxygenated water. And it's not good because that thing screws your cells up and can cause cancer as well. Under certain conditions, because the way cancer works under certain conditions is basically you have a chance of cancer, which means that it does cause cancer, just maybe not to you. Let's see what this is. Next to stacks of bills, you see a note, a few lines jotted down in large uneven handwriting just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry I fucked everyone over. I didn't kill him. P.S. That's it's bad, by the way. You need to have a period after the P and a period after the S. I didn't kill him, and then postscriptum, which is what that PPS means. Gift upstairs. And again, he needs periods after. This is sort of the opposite of when people put periods after every letter except the last. This is the opposite of that. And I'm not happy with either, by the way. A gift, says the lieutenant as he turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. What could... No, let's not focus on that. It seems like she left in a hurry. It's hardly surprising. Yep. The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush. Pity, says her electrochemistry. Shut up, we didn't take the drugs before. She really cleaned this out. Huh, the lieutenant nods. She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing. Well, I didn't steal her drugs, so maybe that changes that? Maybe she wouldn't have left me the gift if I had stolen her drugs? A red thread made of nylon. It leads out the room and onto the roof. Oh, she did the ballistics for me. She did the ballistics for me. I don't think we were supposed to ever find this out. The thread is tied to the antenna. Kim?
Yes?
I wanted to talk about the thread. Also, the game runs so much more smoothly now. Well, it runs at 60 frames rather than 30. Did I change anything? I don't think I have a way to change anything. They did update this, didn't they? Anyway, let's see if I can do anything with this door. Can kick the door in with my physical instrument. Yeah, that's an interesting playthrough with a good physical instrument, because you can just punch Measurehead in the face and punch the doors in, and just everybody's happy with things. Let's do this then. This window is pristine, at least on the inside. A red thread has been taped to the glass using adhesive tape. It trembles ever so slightly in the cold wind. Oh, wait a minute. That's why we couldn't do ballistics. Because the window had been replaced. However, you can rule out a lot of... From there, you can rule out a lot of areas. Like, it could never have been shot from anything higher than this roof line over here. And it could never have been shot from anything lower than... No, well, probably this one, to be fair. But which means that you could shoot from there. Doesn't really change much on the lower side, but on the upper side it does. And certainly on the like, you couldn't shot it from here or anything this way because the bullet would have to circle around. This is ballistics. She has left a trajectory for us. The lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds instantly. This also might mean that Oh, actually, we might have been able to do the visual calculus. Look at that. It's just a +6. But this also might mean that that we shouldn't have arrested Clashy, despite what both our characters said, because she wasn't the one who did it. I mean, if we are to believe her confession or not confession at the end. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so let's do that visual calculus next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.